So today we're going to get to do some equation writing, still looking for slope-intercept form. And there's going to be 3 questions I'm going to have you ask yourself each time. The first question is going to be, what is my slope? Next, I want you to ask, what is my y-intercept? And finally, what is my equation? They're not always going to give you that information. You're going to, especially number 3, that's the whole point. But you're going to have to find the slope or the y-intercept in some of these cases. So for starters, write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line that passes through this point, has this slope. This is the nicest kind that you're going to see today because it does give you a slope. So let's start with our questions. Question 1, what is my slope? M equals 3. Question 2, what is my y-intercept? I don't know what that is yet. Here's how I'm going to find it. I'm going to recognize that these equations are written in the form y equals mx plus b. In this case, I do know that the slope is 3, but I don't know the b. That was supposed to be an arrow. I don't know the b. I do know, however, a point, and I know that all points are given to me in the form xy. So if I take this point and I plug it into the equation, that's going to leave me with just the b left over as a variable for me to solve for. So y is 5, x is -2, and again, I don't know the b. This point works on this line, so that's how I know it's going to work. I just need to solve for b. 3 times -2 is -6. And let's see, I'm going to pull it up. Looks like to get b by itself, I should next be adding 6 to both sides. And 5 plus 6 is 11. So b equals 11. That was back over here. Great. Question 3. I'm going to answer it here on the far right. What is my equation? This is where you now get to tell me the y equals mx plus b equation. Y equals 3x plus 11. Notice my final answer still has x and y left over. Okay, that's the nicest kind they're going to give you. What they're also going to give you is where they just simply have 2 points. So try it again. First, step 1. What is my slope? This time, they didn't tell me. So you're going to have to use that delta y over delta x to find your slope. So again, I like to write my points one on top of each other. -8. Oops, why'd I do that? -8 minus 12 over 4 minus 1. -8 minus 12 is -20 divided by 3. -20 thirds. It's kind of an ugly slope, but there it is. That was mean. There are no ugly numbers, right? All right. 2. What's my y-intercept? I don't know. So I'm going to plug in. Hey, guess what? Y equals mx plus b. Both of those points work on the line. So it actually doesn't matter which point you use. You can use either one. I might use the 4 -8 just because for some reason I don't like the 12. But, it's really up to you. It doesn't matter. -8, right? Because all points are x, y. -8 equals -20 thirds times 4 plus b. I don't know what b is. So next what I got to do, I'm probably going to use my calculator here, get -20 thirds times 4. And what I'm going to want to do is simplify that, and I want it to be an improper fraction. So it looks like -80 thirds. And I'm going to add 80 thirds to both sides. So I have -8 plus 80 thirds. And again, you're going to want that to be in improper fraction form. B equals 56 thirds. 56 thirds. So finally, question 3, what's my equation? Y equals, my slope was -20 thirds, x plus 56 thirds. That had some fractions. That's not necessarily our favorite, but it still works, and there it is.